So, a lot of people have been asking on Twitter, are you just gonna get hammered this episode? It's my house, Randy. Don't be such a bitch about it. Gotcha.
What? You serious? Mind blown. I need ideas. I'm dumb. Silly hard. We get to the game, please.
Hi.
Why are you even watching this video, you sick, twisted bastard? It's 8 straight! 8! This began as a series of video blogs about the Toronto Maple Leafs and their games. And what it has become is the chronicles of a soul dying. And a man driven to drinking whiskey shots on camera. That took more than one take, by the way. I hope you appreciate that. I screwed up after the shot and I'm like, but I don't have any other ideas.
So I had to do it again, twist my arm, you know.
I can't drink you away. I've tried Jack, I've tried Jim. Oh God, won't the Leafs win?
You know what? The Leafs are cold.
And I'm chilly. I'm gonna put something on. Do you mind? Oh, it's just my Marie-Philippe Poulin jersey. You know, she played for Team Canada, a team that won a thing. I should take this opportunity to say, Leafs lose 4-2 to the Detroit Red Wings. I never said the score. You know what's important. That was a sick pass by Morgan Riley, am I right?
So anyway,
got a text from my buddy at 2:49 a.m. It's currently 3:55 a.m. We record the podcast at noon. Here's your challenge of the night. Think of a new way to tell your fans the Leafs suck. I am not going to resort to hokey jokes about how bad the Leafs suck, okay? Although I did hear this one rumor. I heard between April and June, a lot of Leaf fans get pulled over for speeding. Because that's the only way a Leaf fan will get a ticket during the playoffs. You see? Because you get it. I tell you what, here's how bad the Leafs are. They've now lost 8 straight games. Let's go back in time. Remember in the 09-010 season, the very beginning of it, the season the Leafs acquired Phil Kessel, but he didn't play the first little while because of shoulder surgery. Well, the Leafs lost their first 8 games of the season. Remember how bad that team was? That team was bad. I dare say that's the worst Leaf team I can think of. Now, remember how I said they lost 8 straight to start the season? Well, technically true. They lost their first game in overtime, which means they got a point. 1 out of a possible 16, but they got it. You know how many points out of the last 16 the Leafs have gotten? None. So technically, if we're splitting hairs, this Leafs team right now, at least over the last 8 games, is worse. But I don't think it's fair to just sit here and be like, the Leafs suck. No. And these videos are deep. I want there to be room for growth. Not just Steve says a collection of mean things. Fair enough, the Leafs suck. Now what, Steve? Well, I tell you what I think. So through advanced stats, which really aren't that advanced at all, we've kind of been calling this all year. But, I mean, we've been calling the Leafs to not be that good. I don't think anyone predicted they would lose 8 straight. And out of nowhere, just like they did 2 years ago, plummet out of the playoff picture. There is a big chunk of advanced stats that also goes, yeah, but hockey, you lose 8 straight, logically you'll win a bunch of the next ones. Ebbs and flows, you know, you win some, you lose some, just sports. But with the Leafs, it's the timing. And you go, yeah, well, you should lose games at the end of the season, that's bad, but you shouldn't lose games ever. And I'm like, you're observant, you're good. But here's the thing, and if you're an outsider, Leaf fans, I want you to show this to your non-Leaf fan friends, just because I want them to understand something. See, the Islanders suck. And have sucked for a long time. Well, they've had little spurts of not sucking, but for the most part. But they're just dumb. Not the players, that's not nice. The Islanders organization, though, just does dumb things a lot. Who looked at the Vanek trade and went, that'll work? Even though I thought Vanek would be better, even though I thought he'd be really good for the Islanders, I'm like, yeah, but Molson and all those picks?
Now how about the Oilers? I mean, how many years can you pick first overall, right? That depends. How many years can management surround those first overall picks with players that aren't very good?
With the Edmonton Oilers, their struggles are because of unabashed, unrelenting, passionate ineptitude. And they won't believe me when I say this, and that's okay. But you will grow out of it. The Leafs, while dumb like the Islanders and inept like the Oilers, are cursed. 2012-13, hey, looks like the Leafs are going to be in the playoffs. 2011-12, hey, looks like the Leafs are going to make the playoffs. Who do you think they're going to play in the first round? 1 win per month. 2012-13, Woo! Thank goodness the lockout's over. I'm just glad the Leafs made the playoffs. I know they're gonna lose in 5 to the Bruins. Okay, I know they're gonna lose in 6 to the Bruins. Holy shit, the Leafs are actually gonna beat the Bruins. Historical collapse. Literally, nobody has ever done that before. What about Ottawa last week? Oh, no, not in Game 7, Johnny, no. And then there's this. And after this, there will be something else. They're doomed to be like this forever. 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 And I am doomed to support them forever and cheer for them every time they come on the TV. I brought this on myself because one time when I was a young man, an old woman came to my door. She was haggard and wretched looking, and she offered me a rose. And I said, "Get away, lady, I don't want your rose." And she goes, "Why you gotta be like that?" And I was like, "Get lost, lady." And then she turned into an enchantress and put a curse on me that I will be a Leaf fan the rest of my life. Some of you might be like, "Steve, that didn't really happen. That's the beginning of Beauty and the Beast." Is it though? Is it though? Well, folks, I gotta go. It's 20 after 4 in the morning. But be sure to listen to my podcast because there will be a whole lot more deconstruction going on. But be sure to listen to my podcast tomorrow afternoon. Unless you're in Europe or something, then it will be later for you because you're in the future. Do the Leafs win in the future? Do they? Click like and subscribe. I don't even care anymore. Whatever, man.